stranger. Still don't know my name.
Hi, Euphoria fans. Welcome back to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
In this video, we'll be discussing Euphoria Season 2, Episode 7. This episode is called The Theater and Its Double. Now, I Googled that title because there's always something to these titles.
Okay.
And I think it's a collection of essays by a guy who just talks about theater life.
Okay.
So, yes, this is all about Lexi's play, and wow, was this amazing.
Wow, indeed. It was so layered in this beautiful way.
The presentation.
I wanted it to never end. Well, actually, it technically isn't over.
I
Thank
know,
goodness.
I know. I didn't want it to end
Can
either.
the show just always be like this?
Yeah, they were so brilliant in the way they presented it. They had the overture.
Yes.
They had the real Cassie and characters, and then they had the play Cassie and characters, and
Yes.
just Cassie, for
and
example.
Cassie playing Cassie on stage, and then Cassie in real life, and Cassie in the audience,
And
and
all
then
of
the
them.
character playing I loved how I was confused
Uh-huh.
so many times, and it kept going, kind of blended between the different realms
With
of
Rue,
life.
with all of them.
It
Yeah.
was so amazing.
And we get to see this side of Lexi who's like this go, like pushy
Yes.
theater person, which I kind of liked her assertiveness because she's always seemed like she has to be so introspective and just kind of on her own. So I liked that. She's like coming out of her shell in the most creative way possible.
I know.
And but yes, so there's the Lexi's creativity of the way she presented this story, our life, and then there's Sam Levinson, the freaking creator, and all of his people that work for him that made this so brilliant.
Yes, and then the way the title Euphoria fell on the screen, it was just kind of so layered where it just it's both our life and Euphoria at the same time.
Yes.
Every single detail was just so good.
I know. I will tell you, so this is like basically the whole ensemble here at this, because I loved that they had her mother in the audience, like, whoa, like so supportive. She's like, that's me, which, okay, Ethan!
I was going to say, I didn't even know that was Ethan until the very end. Or I kept looking and saying, wait, is that Ethan?
Yeah.
And then I kept trying to figure out, okay, who else was Ethan?
It was Ethan.
Ethan
He was so many characters.
Yeah,
He
is so, I love that he got to be so personality guy.
Yeah.
Because throughout this whole 2 seasons, he's just been kind of chill dude, kind of boring guy. I wonder how Kat's going to respond to him now.
I was hoping that they would show her more than her just reacting to that final number, but just maybe be like, oh, but she seemed impressed. But yeah, I wonder if we will in the next part.
Yes, exactly, because there's much more to come. I feel like there has to be something where she feels a loss. Like, what did I give up? Because now there's all this stuff that she never saw. These layers of Ethan.
The creative side of him dancing, he's got his shirt off and he's looking like that macho man that it seems like she may want. Remember those kind of daydreams of the big macho man, you know, Khal Drogo type person.
Totally.
So maybe that will, because that's what I was thinking also when Kat's watching. So they catch on very quickly this is about their life. You know, Maddie's the one that's like, is this about our freaking life? Like, you know.
How did it take them so long to figure that out?
No, so I just imagine, like, what if, like, you and I just went to go see a play by our family member and then, like, it's about us. You would be like, this is in your face. This is making you realize, Fez said it best, sometimes you need to get your feelings hurt.
Yeah.
Because you don't see yourself authentically until you see it being played out before you, so.
Yes, and I loved how people were watching it from a distance, and then when they recognized themselves, had all this feeling.
It brought up so much.
It was just
so
well
many
done.
emotions.
I loved how Cassie's mom, though, was just in it from the beginning. She was like,
a supportive mom. And yes, she loved everything about it. She's like, oh, like just reacting to everything. She was a great little, relief from the tense feelings that you, because you're like, oh, she went there. Like, and you see Maddie and Cassie and Nate and everybody just like, uncomfortable and like, why are you, they probably felt attacked, but you know who didn't seem to feel attacked was Rue. She was enjoying it, and I got this like feeling of just like warmth from her watching her best friend, former best friend maybe, like, and they show like her dad's funeral scene, and they show when they're talking and Rue's smiling and she's clapping. I mean, she was really the rock star there. So I hope they can get that friendship back.
I hope so too. I hope that it shows Rue that there was something beneath all the, hurt that has happened and changed her over the past, since her dad died.
Yeah.
That is still in there, that she now maybe it's like she recognizes it because she saw it on the stage, like from a distance.
Yeah.
And hopefully she'll want to like have something to fight for.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Know. I really loved her supportive nature, even though when it was like ugly and probably things she didn't want to see.
Yeah.
But that also meant like she included Rue in it, even though the friendship is not there, because like that meant a lot to her. Yeah, totally. And it was also cool to see when Cassie and Maddie became friends and how Maddie kind of had a relationship with Lexi, like doing her makeup for her. Mm-hmm. It's just like softening up Maddie finally, because I just was like feared her for a long time, but after watching this, I fear Cassie.
Well, yes. Well, I feel like what's so compelling about Euphoria is that every character has a spectrum of their personality. Like they're just like how Lexi normally isn't so dominant, but then we got to see her be dominant.
Yeah.
It's kind of like everyone has that in them, but if it's not channeled, then it gets channeled within, like inward. Mm-hmm. So it's like the law of the conservation of energy, right? We all have the same amount of energy, and it either if it gets destroyed, it becomes something else, but it's expressed or not expressed, but it's in you. Yeah. And so now she gets this vehicle to do it. But Maddie too, she has her soft side, she has her hard side, and I think every character has that, and it's really showing in these last couple episodes.
Yeah, I think we were supposed to feel a certain way about them in the first season, and just like they're stuck in that role, but now we get to see the nuances and the other parts of them. And Maddie, I feel like I'm warming up to her a lot more, but she is the way she is for a reason, and I know that. But that whole exchange, because we finally get to see the aftermath of when Rue just calls out Cassie about sleeping with Nate, and how she's crying at the door because they had this friendship where, that sleepover where she slept with him, she's like, it's okay, my parents fight too, and you really see how deep that friendship was, because all you know is like, she's my best friend, but like she was like legit her best friend.
And we knew about that, right? But I kind of forgot about it because so much stuff has happened, but then when I remembered when they showed it to us again, I was like, oh it was deep stuff.
And something happened to Cassie in that bathroom while she's hiding from Maddie. Maddie's like, I would never do this to you, and she's crying and she's so upset, but it's like the getting through the tears is Cassie's new defense mechanism. Like she's just there and she's listening to it and she's crying, but then she looks like this, like, I don't care. And then even when she leaves the play because she's moved too much, she goes and she's smiling through the tears. Like she's built up a little bit of a shell.
Yes.
She's harder
she just has to like turn it off.
And smile.
She's like, okay.
It's a little manic, but she's really turned.
She is definitely on edge.
Yeah. I mean, her and Nate and him dressing her like, I don't know, Barbie?
That
old school Barbie
thing where she was like, I'll be whatever you want to be, made me sick.
Yeah, it was really hard to watch.
Yeah.
And I, at that moment, actually was like, well, this isn't going to last. We knew that. But then, it was a little abrupt, Nate being so affected by that dance number, which was basically, well, he says, oh, I can't believe, like, that's so homophobic or whatever. But I'm like, I don't even think you can talk.
I don't think that's what... He was trying to make it like, oh, he was offended by it.
For the gay community or something, right?
Yeah, right.
No, and then he breaks it off with her, and I was like, good, this will be the best thing that happens to
Cassie.
Run. Yes. But she's crazy. She's so far gone right now.
That's all, I think that's right now, she thinks he's all she has.
Yeah, because...
maybe she, right now, maybe that is all. Oh.
I know, isn't that so sad? Just the whole, like, there's Jules in the audience, and she's really there. I don't know. That's just the looks between her.
Yeah, they did exchange a look, though, and that was kind of, like, it was just a moment of connection where I was like, okay, well, maybe... It's not like I think they're ever going to get back together. I think that's done.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
But I think there is still compassion from Jules for Rue, for her situation.
Yeah.
But Jules is so empathetic.
Yeah. When they saw each other in the bathroom and, all Rue could say was like, what's up? And that was it. I mean, that's something.
Yeah.
She didn't just
that is something.
She's got to understand, too, what was, her motives for telling her mom. But I'm still worried about the suitcase, so...
Oh, my gosh. I know. Because,
Anyway, oh, my God. Can I just say her stage manager, that girl with the cute little voice, was a standout for me. She was so funny. She's like, don't F it up. And, oh, my God, I love that girl, and I love her acting. Okay, let's talk about... The most important part of this whole thing for me is Fezco.
Oh my gosh.
And how freaking cute is he that he is, and Faye even, I was like, I love you, Faye. I've never did before.
the shirt for him.
And she's like smiling, like, you look great, and like helping him, really into helping him.
How obvious is it that something really, really bad's going to happen?
Yeah.
Because he's so excited.
Because he's happy.
He's got flowers and a card with Lexi's name on it.
He's just feeling really good about himself, and stupid butt-faced Custer, whatever his name is, he comes in, and we know he's suspicious. Ash is suspicious. So, Okay.
Ash.
Bless your heart, Ash. Okay, so he just sits there and stares at him. I love him. I love Ash. But I will say I'm most worried about Ash. Because we see in those previews for the finale episode, and, you know, Fez is on the floor, and he's, like, screaming something, and he's pounding on the door, and I'm like, what happened to Ash? I don't know why. I just feel like something...
because we don't see him.
Yeah, and he's, like, screaming, and then I'm like, is he banging on the door of his grandma? I'm just like, something's about to go down, but if you guys kill Fez, I'm not watching ever again. Sorry.
She will watch.
I will. I know, it's too freaking good.
But no, I know. I don't know. Yeah, no, he can't be dead. No, but when Ash was palming that blade, though, and then he sat down next to Custer, and then I was just like, what's gonna happen? I know. He's just gonna like slice his throat.
It's like, I feel like it was like an intimidation tactic. Like, I'm onto you. Like, you're up to something, and I know it. And he is, and I still don't know what it is, except for maybe that preview. They show like police breaking down a door, and I'm like, maybe he like ratted him out to save Faye, because remember Faye was wanted for throwing somebody off of a balcony.
Well, all of that is before the show, right? Because we are supposed to think that he's getting ready and he would have made it on time.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
Because it is cutting to us seeing the play, but...
the empty seat.
Yeah.
Because he would have been there, you're right.
Yeah, because he wouldn't be getting dressed so slow if it was already starting.
Yeah.
So... yeah.
And her looking for him, and
yeah,
I really wanted that to go somewhere. Thank you very much. So if you kill Fizz, what the hell? That's okay. Anyway, I don't want Ash. I don't want anybody to die, really. But we knew this was going to get dangerous. It's his line of work. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that I'm okay with it, but I just can't praise this episode enough for just everything that it entailed, and we're like creeping closer to the finale, which makes me heartbroken.
Yes, that was too fast.
Because it's not even a full 10 episodes, which we usually get.
Yeah.
Especially from HBO series. But anyway, it does say to be continued at the end, and then, I don't know what's going to go down. And like, Rue still has to go to, like, rehab, right? I mean,
right?
We got to let that play out, you know?
I wonder if it's going to be, like, cliffhanger.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
Because they were renewed for season 3, so that's the good news. We will see these people again.
Mm-hmm. Can't kill Fez in that case.
Please don't kill Fez.
Yeah, I mean, you can kill him later, end of season 3.
You can never kill him.
But if you must, it can't be before season 3.
No, I know. But isn't it weird that this episode was where, like, I feel like I'm seeing, like, Maddie, didn't really care for her, understood her, but didn't really care for her, and now I'm like, oh, Maddie, like, you have a heart. And Faye, oh my God, you have a heart. Like, it's just...
everyone's so layered.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Anyway. All right, let us know what you thought of this penultimate episode of Euphoria Season 2. Do so by commenting below, please, and then like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. We will see you next time for the finale of Euphoria Season 2. Bye-bye.
Stranger. Still don't